Who reckoned he was up to the challenge was Plinth 586, and that was Scott Cupit. Let's find out a bit more about him.
My name's Scott Cupit. I run a dance school called Swing Patrol, so I applied specifically so I could create some awareness about swing dancing. I got the best spot, 6 p.m. on a Thursday night. To be on the Plinth in Trafalgar Square, yeah, I couldn't have asked for anything better. A whole bunch of dancers are coming in just to be part of it, so Trafalgar Square is going to be full of swing dancers. It's going to be really exciting. Got 100 very, very nervous yet excited new dancers. So they'll do the shim sham, which is an old tap dancing stroll that swing dancers do. They'll do a Charleston number where they follow me doing all sorts of Charleston sort of moves and patterns that they've been taught. I'll do an interactive group lesson for the public, so that should be fun. And then they're going to do some dancing without me for a few minutes so I can catch my breath as well. And then we'll repeat it. We'll start it again, but from the other side of Trafalgar Square.
It'll be absolutely amazing for Trafalgar Square, for people to see just how many people have turned up for this particular hour. They'll see the dancers down below, they'll see Scott up on top of the Plinth, so it's just fantastic.
It's been such a great exercise for our dancers to do something as a group together. But we are offering something quite unique, I think, and different. And we're certainly being very interactive with the people below the Plinth. We hope it'll be quite an enjoyable hour for those walking past, and they'll be quite captured by the fun.
Well, Scott Cupit is here with us now. Thank you for joining us. The rules are you can apply as long as you're here in Britain, but you're Australian. Why do you decide to join in this portrait of Britain?
Well, I'm a proud East Londoner with an Australian accent, so I moved here in February, and of course I needed to create some awareness that I have a dancing school called Swing Patrol, so here I am.
Oh, it's an advertising. So
yeah.
People are back home in Australia, are they following you? Or,
it's been out of control today. No one in Australia knew what a Plinth was until this
I
whole
suppose they're watching anything rather than watch the Test match at the moment, just to keep their mind off that.
Thought you might bring that up.
Okay, now, of course, Scott, like all Plinthers, was chosen completely at random and allocated a slot which can't be changed. Scott got the 6 p.m. slot yesterday, which is a pretty good one. Let's take a look at how he got on.
All right, so this is your first swing dancing lesson in Trafalgar Square. 5, 6, 7, and kick and down, kick and down. Perfect. Give yourselves a round of applause.
It's the way hot you do it. It's the way hot you do it. It's the time that you do it. That's what gas is up.
Great stuff, Scott. I'm just reminded of that old question, why there are a lot of Australians called Scots, but no Scots called Australian. But the type of dancing you teach, is that swing dancing? Do you do every type? Was that your...
It's the old jitterbug, and we just do anything that comes under the umbrella of swing dancing.
And you zoomed over from Australia because you thought the market was bigger here than in
always, like a lot of Australians, we always want to spend some time in the home mother country, so here I am.
Well, you've got the crowd going there, but some of those people that you had sort of plants in the crowd, or your team there to get things going?
Most of them are my students from around London, so we had some rehearsals and so forth, so they were all here ready to go and quite excited.
But did you find that there are just ordinary people, the regular people who just passed us by?
And I've heard from a lot of them today who have been phoning and so forth, so yeah, a whole bunch of people just loved it and joined in and embraced the chaos and just...
So what advice would you have for other Plinthers generally? You obviously have your particular skill, you're used to teaching people, you're used to performing in that sense. But somebody who's perhaps less experienced, would you suggest they bring along people to support them?
Well, it's art, so you can take whatever angle you choose, but I think it's really great to be interactive, and I think if you can get Trafalgar Square involved and making it alive and full of energy, this project, like Clive mentioned, will continue.
Well, this is your point, Calvin. You like to see the people here and joining in.
I like to see entertainment. That's what I like seeing. And it doesn't have to be entertainment you know, of any particular kind, but I love the idea that somebody's looking up there and really getting energy. To be truthful, I mean, I love what you did. I thought that was fantastic.
Thank you.
But if you'd been in the square, Calvin, just passing by, looking for some pigeons to feed or whatever,
to kick.
or just observing the plinth, would you have joined in, do you think, with the dancing?
Well, I'm such a sucker for that kind of stuff that I actually give money on when you're working through the subway to the people playing great masterpieces out of tune, you know. So if I'll do that, I would definitely sit and watch that. Especially, and can you imagine if somebody had half a voice standing up there and singing some aria or something? It would be unbelievable feeling.
Well, we didn't have half, but you had one or two good dance moves, so that worked for you. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the Plinth and here in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Scott, thank you. Now.